5 investigates tonight. Did the state do enough to protect vulnerable veterans? That is the question that's being asked by staff and families in the wake of dozens of veteran deaths at the Chelsea Soldiers Home. Our Kathy Curran digging into what happened.
One of the biggest concerns is how they moved veterans, some with Alzheimer's and dementia, once COVID was already inside the home. One veteran was admitted here just days before the state stopped allowing visitations, and he passed away about 6 weeks later.
I said, "Dad, if you can hear me, squeeze my hand." He squeezed my hand. So I knew he could hear me.
Inconsolable grief as a son reflects on the last moments with his 97-year-old father before he lost his battle with COVID-19. Ed Poulin's dad, Maurice, was a World War II veteran, a Coast Guard Master Chief, a man who loved his family and his country.
He was very quiet, smart, measured. He mentored a lot of people in the service and after the service.
Maurice struggled with dementia and needed extra care. After months on the wait list, he was admitted to the state-run Chelsea Soldiers Home on March 12th, right as the deadly virus began to creep in.
On the second day, they told me that you can't come back until they lift the no visitation order, and they wouldn't know when that would be.
Weeks later, after the first veteran died from COVID, Maurice and 10 other veterans were moved out of the first-floor locked unit where several Alzheimer's dementia patients lived, so it could be used to isolate other veterans who contracted the virus. The patients were moved into other units on the floor, and as the number of veterans swelled in those sections, the socially distant 6-foot space between beds needed to protect them disappeared. The deputy superintendent told families it was a move to minimize risk and exposure.
I trusted them that they would do the right thing and know that, you know, that should have been a safe environment for them. And obviously it proved seriously wrong and deadly.
There was no space. They took them from 6 feet and gave them 2 feet.
Spendalove Nelson witnessed the horror day after day as more veterans became sick. She's worked as a CNA at the home for 16 years. She says she and other staff members begged supervisors not to move vulnerable veterans like Maurice out of the secure unit, knowing it was a recipe for disaster.
How do you guide someone with an Alzheimer's to say, put on the gloves, don't touch this, don't touch that? You can't. There was no door blocking anybody from going anywhere. The ones that wander kept wandering, going up and down, and then everything started to hit.
The virus spread throughout the home, and several of the veterans Nelson cared for tested positive for COVID and passed away.
I needed to advocate for them. They served their country. They don't deserve this.
Several staff members tell us there was other space in the building that could have been used as an isolation unit and would have prevented overcrowding. But the state says that space couldn't be used for patient care and that infection control experts oversaw the move. Kathy Curran, 5 Investigates.